What's up, y'all? Today's a great show, very helpful, very informative, a lot of information. If you've ever been curious about going on a game show, if you've ever been curious about casting, the casting process for game shows, today is the show to give you that. What is game show casting in LA? Stay tuned for more information. I got something crazy for y'all coming. I'm excited. Another great episode, another week. Views are going up, subscribers are going up. Y'all like it, y'all give me all the support. I appreciate y'all. Keep doing what y'all do. Let's go. The What Is Show. Appreciate y'all. Subscribe, like, do all that. Let's get it. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Official Steve Terrell. We're here for another episode of the What Is Show. Yeah. We'll add that in later. Today is a great episode, very helpful. We have somebody very special in the building. I'm honored to be here to be able to question you and pull some of those great thoughts from inside of your head and to give it to our viewers, something that will help your career evolve, some helpful information that's just going to get you to that next level of whatever it may be for your life. So I'm going to shut up and stop talking because I tend to do that sometimes, talk a lot. You introduce yourself, tell us who you are and what you do now.
Awesome. Will you camera?
Me.
Okay.
You can leave the camera when you want to.
All right.
What's up, you?
Hey, y'all. I'm Jocelyn. I am a casting producer. I've been in the business for a good 6 years now.
Nice.
In the last 4 years, I would have to say my specialty is definitely game shows. I love game shows. I'm cheesy. I'm loud. I'm crazy. And I guess I'm here today to kind of help people get them into
what
it.
What is casting in LA? So you said game shows.
Yeah.
Let's talk about game shows. What for those who don't know, what is a game show?
A game show? I mean, come on. Like
give us some
Jeopardy,
examples.
like Family Feud, like game shows, like Snap Decision, Idiot Test. It's all kind of game shows out there you could be on, you know? But like people think game shows, you know, it's really a great thing because especially in LA, a shit ton of game shows are shot out of here. And if you're like, I'm scared, I might want to be on TV, I don't know if I want to be an actress, this and that, like it's the perfect avenue for you. It's a perfect avenue. Yeah, for like a person who wants to be like an actor or somebody who is just a regular American who wants to make some quick money on the side. You know, so
it's like Uber for actors and actresses. You can.
It kind of is. It's kind of like I mean, like I have worked with a gentleman named Paul, and he's been in the business for over 25 years. I mean, like he did like the first like old school like Flavor Flav type shows and stuff like that. But he has people like in his Rolodex that have made over like $100,000 with
just
him,
off game
you know,
shows.
just off game shows. I mean, like fun fact, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was on a game show. He was on a dating game. Like he was found on a game show. And like Lady Gaga was on a game show. Like, yeah.
For dating?
He was on the dating game. Arnold Schwarzenegger was on the dating game. And I think Lady Gaga was on
I heard the game was on a dating show as well.
I don't know. Was he?
Or some weird crazy scenario. I guess that leads us to our next question. What do you have to do? What's the process? Is it, you know, casting calls that are sent out for the shows? And then what's also a way for actors and actresses to get not just involved, but to tap into that market if that's something they want to do?
Okay, so if we're talking in regards to actors, actresses that are kind of getting their feet wet, you know, my biggest advice to them is to go on to like casting websites like LA Casting. And you can kind of like get away with like a homie that'll take your headshot for you type deal, you know, until you get more, you know, I don't know if you've got the bands to do all those things, but you know, you don't want to go full in until you really know whether you're good or not. Because a lot of people are like,
don't overinvest.
Yeah, don't go ham, you know. So I would say definitely do the LA Casting thing. Apply for everything. Don't not apply for anything. And then just go from there. There's also postings on like Craigslist. There's also postings on like Facebook groups that are like, you know, tons of Facebook groups. And I mean like, I think the biggest thing, I want to take a step back. I think the biggest thing people think like Hollywood, you know, because even when I was younger, like I look young when I'm older, you know. But even when I was younger, I would be like, oh my God, like LA, New York, like you just think like people are wrapped around the building, like waiting to get in, and it's really like it takes a special person to have that like je ne sais quoi and that like energy to like kill it and do it, you know? So my biggest advice is to like just one, go for it. And two, don't overthink it. And what we love the most about game shows is you get to be yourself and you get to be cheesy. You know what I mean?
That's the best part.
That's the best part.
Most of us are cheesy anyway.
Yeah. It's like Disney. It's like you get to be a kid again. Because think of it, like middle America, they're looking at you. They're living vicariously through you. They want to see you get excited. You know, somebody's grandma's at home watching you.
Right. Watching it.
Go, Steve!
It's going to be big. I'm crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like that. And then a lot of times though, you do get a person that comes in, they may have gotten like one commercial and they're like, I'm an actor. And we're like, no, you're not. You know, you're only an actor if you're like Halle Berry. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you know, you got to earn it. And so it's kind of like, you know, keep it on the down low, you know, figure out your thing. Cause my thing is like, you know, I went on a game show. I was on Hip Hop Squares, and it was like
That's a great show.
It was a weird thing, you know.
That's Ice Cube, right? That's Ice Cube.
Yeah. And so, and it, you know, but I like walked away with a nice little, you know, and it's like game shows are fun.
Can you give me a Hip Hop Squares?
No.
I want to go on Hip Hop Squares. God, I was in the audience the last time I went, watching Fat Joe and French and Vivica Fox.
But you got to be fun, like seriously, like. Do you want to ask me the tips? Like what are tips to a great audition? Will you ask me that?
What are tips to a great audition?
Okay, sorry, one more time I stepped on you.
What are tips for a great audition?
Okay, I would have to say my biggest tips are don't smoke pot.
Really?
No, seriously. Like, we know it's legal, you know, but you can tell, like, people don't get it. Like, it like, I want your real energy. You know what I mean? Like, you got to earn that blunt. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, you're not 2 Chainz.
Right.
You know, so it's kind of like, don't show up and like, you know, because, I mean, for real, I've had countless Uber drivers. I'm like, you're so cool. Come and audition. And it's like, oh, God. Like, but, like, seriously, don't be stoned. You know, like, be your natural self.
Right.
And we've got numbers, like the producers, the directors, we have numbers that we have to lock in. So we're not the enemy, you know, we want you to be successful.
Facts.
Like, you know, like we got to be freaking best friends as soon as we meet each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, you gotta know who you are, and you gotta be ready with the spiel of who you are as a person, because that's what's gonna sell.
Is that
you feel me? Yeah. Your little quick elevator pitch. Yeah, like you're like a vet, right? And you sacrificed a lot. You want to like be with your mom. You want to get her here with you. You want to blow a bunch of, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of, like, my spiel is like, I'm from freaking Indiana. Like, I'm the preacher's kid. I was the underdog. I worked corporate America for 11 years. I wanted to kill myself. And somehow, some way, I found my niche in life. And I'm literally born to, like, figure out people's shit.
Facts.
Get them to say it in a quick 35-second spiel and get them on a game show. Like, that's my jam, you know? So I just feel like, don't be nervous. Own it. We're going to work together as a team to make it work. And that's it, really. And then we go from there. Yeah. And don't be too
It sounds simple. It's easy.
It's easy.
You make it sound simple. You have great energy. I know since we first communicated, started talking, you've reached out to me a number of times. Sometimes I reach back. Sometimes I don't.
I had you audition for a game show for like a Ray the Shotgun.
Yeah,
plug.
I suck at trivia. I hate shows like that.
Yeah,
they put a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah,
and I mean, I've been in Afghanistan. This kind of pressure for trivia, but that's crazy. I mean, it's amazing. Next, I guess, is what's the progression after you come on a game show? What happens after? What's next? Is there a follow-up plan? What do you advise, or what tips do you give for those who've been on the show and want to continue, or maybe transfer to something else? Does game shows help?
Game shows definitely help. They make you more confident. I mean, like, seriously, like, I know I had mentioned earlier, I was on a game show. I'm used to being behind the camera, and like when I'm in my jam, like, I'm crazy, I'm loud and all that. But in social settings, like, I'm kind of like a little lightweight, like, hey, like, I'm chill, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about me. But I would have to say that it will definitely give you that confidence. It will definitely give you that, the practice makes perfect. Facts. And where are you going to do it, Because a lot of people are like, oh, I can do it. You sit at home on the couch, wrong. Right. I can do it. And then they show up and they're like
backseat drivers.
And if they get tight booty, and I'm like, what the hell happened to you, Right. So it's like, if you can't make it in this room with me, like, you can't make it under the lights. So I think practice makes perfect. It gets you better. And let's just be real. Like, you might win money. It may make it so that you don't have to go and Uber this and Uber that. You can go on more auditions. You can generate more. It gives you that flexibility. Yeah, to get better headshots, to get a representation, to really just hone in on your craft, because practice makes perfect, and we all got dreams, and it's like, the more you can be seen on the TV, on a commercial, on a this, on a that, bang it out, Right.
Okay, so let's transition from being an actor or actress to, if they want to be a casting producer and do casting as you, what's sort of the blueprint to follow that track, and what some of the things you did to help you get to where you are now?
I love this question, because I'm telling you, I've worked on Family Feud. I just finished this new show for GSN. And it's like teams of 5, and people are always like, I want your job. And I'm like, haha. No, I mean, seriously, when it comes to television, when it comes to production, I started at the bottom. I was a PA. I worked on Bad Girls Club. I cleaned up barf. I've cleaned up all kind of stuff. I've ran and gotten a million different coffees. I've kept that Diet Coke on ice. I had a notebook in my pocket, and I was, and I was a hot mess. Like, I was not attractive, okay? I was a hot mess, and I was not attractive. And I just ran, and I did it, and it was run and gun, and it was just, you got to be hungry. You can't be uppity, and you just got to figure out where you fit in. Because for me, working in corporate America, I was like, okay, maybe I could work in... I heard, production, they still do spreadsheets, and they still do that, and they take care of the crew. And so that was kind of like my goal. But at the end of the day, I have a voice, and I just felt like I still couldn't express myself. Like, I wanted to come to work and I want to look nice. You know what I mean? And you can't really do that, because you're sweating and you're running and you're making sure this guy eats, and you're, the cameraman and the sound guy. So you just find your niche. And for me, I was really blessed. An amazing woman named Nikki. It was like Real Housewives, and they needed an assistant, and Chelsea Stevens, who found Snooki, came in from New York, and I love Chelsea. She taught me so much. She's crazy. But she came in from New York, and we're just driving around, all these people's houses. Because when you cast for a Bravo show, you got to go to their houses. Show me your purses. Show me your car.
Oh, so you have to see all
that.
Yeah,
so you gotta.
So I can't call and fake it to make it.
No, but some people do. Some people do. But and I just found it. I found my niche from there, and I really just embraced casting. And I came out to LA. November will be 4 years for me, by way of Atlanta.
It's been 4
years.
Whoop,
whoop. 4 years. Yeah. So I just saw so many casting things on in LA, and I was kind of like going between casting, and then I was like, I'm just done. And so I literally just hopped in my car like 4 years ago and drove across the country. And an amazing guy named Matt Venner gave me my first job. I worked on Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Great show.
Yeah.
They're so much smarter than me.
And I haven't stopped working ever since.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
As far as work goes in LA, it's oversaturated for entertainment. Everybody comes here. It's the Mecca. What's a tip you can give those that's looking for work? Aside of just looking for castings and online, what is it personally that keeps you focused on that next one, or not necessarily the next one, but the big one where you want to be? Because I know when you came to LA, you've seen yourself in, this amazing place. You're working, or you've achieved certain levels of success. So what kept you going even when LA smacks you in the face?
Kept me going is definitely faith. You gotta have a ground. You gotta be grounded. And you gotta believe in something bigger than yourself. You know what I mean? And so But overall, like more than anything, you've got to be humble. You've got to be coachable. You don't know everything. You know, I mean, I thought I knew. I did not understand. I thought I knew what casting was. Mm-hmm. When I got here, I was like, oh, God, we got to call 1 million people? Oh, God, you know? So you got to start from the bottom. You got to be open to learning. If your boss says, I want you to do this, I want you to do that, and do that, don't go not do that. Don't go, I think I'm just going to go on here and do this. No. The reason they're telling you to do it is because they know. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just be thirsty. And one thing I'm going to tell you I can't stand. Be thirsty. Like, think of that plant you want to live. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Seriously. Because one thing I can't stand, and it happens all the time in LA, and I've had assistants do it. It is so annoying.
What is it?
As soon as you get to work, you may be there for 3 hours. Don't ever freaking fracking ask when you leaving. You're never leaving. All right? You're never leaving. Don't make no plans to go on no concerts. And that's the thing. It's like people just this is your life. Okay? Right. Like this, do you want this to be your dream? Do you not want this to be, you know, is this not, you know, like, come on. Right. Like, I mean, think of Diddy. And he's always like, how thirsty are you? How important is it to you? You know, and I just think that, like, you don't just get a job on a Monday and then plan a trip on a Wednesday and tell your boss, like, I'm not. No, you gotta earn that.
2 weeks at least.
You gotta, earn it. Yeah, you gotta earn it. Like, it's like, come on, like, you gotta show them that you're in it to win it. Because when you show them that, it's like, if I can count on you. I mean, because you can't count on a lot of people here. Right. I mean, like, hello.
They talk a lot.
So much talk. So, yeah, it's just like actions definitely speak louder than words. Yeah.
That's amazing. Your energy is just crazy. It's through the roof. Why don't you do more shows yourself? So we can get all this energy from you.
Because I need a backdrop and I need a cameraman and I need you know?
As far as LA goes and entertainment, and what are other things outside of building a brand on social media, things of that? What are some learning things, personal things for personal development that people can do to help improve their skills or get better at what they do?
I think like improv classes, reading classes, you know, knowledge. Like reading, knowledge, you know, honestly, we're in a culture where it's like you wake up and it's like you're looking at your Twitter and your legs are falling asleep on the toilet because you're looking at your Instagram. The whole time I do that. And it's that's me. No, you know, like who inspires you? Who inspires you? You know, and that's what I have to check my own self. Like, read a book. Like, I'm reading a book right now. I'm not finding quotes on Instagram. I'm not Googling searching for quotes. Like, make your own quote. You know what I'm saying? Like, go put it in yourself. You know, the more you take time for yourself. I know this is big self-care revolution, but it's because it needs to happen. Facts. You know, it's like we've spent so much of our lives, me included, giving to other people, you know, and you got to stop that. You got to stop and you got to figure out, what do I like? Like, what do I, and then if you like it, like, go find some books, you know what I'm saying? And read. Be selfish. And, you know, and be selfish and wrap yourself up in it and figure it out. You know what I mean? A lot of people are like, I'll do this. Okay, where was it? I don't know. You know? You know, or they'll just ask you a question and I'm like, you could Google that. You know? So I just think that it's really all about harnessing what you say you love, cultivating it, growing it, making it better, and just keeping, like, it's all about energy, you know? It's all about energy, you know? So if you ain't feeling that feng shui, you got to go. I just made that up. I don't know what that is.